Hello, my name is Corey Demers, and today in this video, I will be talking about my cultural identity, how my cultural identity affects my self-concept and self-esteem, and ways of making sure that I present myself the way I want others to view me. So first, let me talk about my cultural identity. Cultural identity can be split up into three subcategories. They are race, ethnicity, and nationality. So my race is considered to be white as defined by American society. It's pretty much just like skin color and how you appear. And so being white gives others the perception of me being rich, powerful, ungrateful, or privileged. But the ways I was raised by my parents did not reflect these perceptions because I was raised to be courteous, respectful, and accepting of others and to appreciate what I have, which is my self concept. Um, my ethnicity is part German, Portuguese, and French Canadian. And being part German, Portuguese, and French Canadian does not impact me. It doesn't have a very significant impact on my cultural identity because I don't have any specific connections or identities that associate me to these ethnicities, such as I don't celebrate any like German, Portuguese, or French Canadian holidays, and so I'm not directly influenced by them. And for example, I don't celebrate any German holidays, and I don't even know a lot about the German culture, so I'm unable to express myself as German through my self concept. As this also goes for being Portuguese and French Canadian. And finally, my nationality, the last of the three subcategories, is that I am American, and this is also my culture since I was born and raised in America. So being American has a very significant impact on my cultural identity because I was born and raised here, and I have been surrounded by the American culture my entire life. So this means that I celebrate all the American holidays, and I was taught all of the history of the United States, and I am very patriotic. So me being American affects interpersonal communication because growing up in the American society, I have become ignorant to many other cultures and their histories and their customs. And so talking to someone or communicating with someone from a different culture can create barriers and also conflict. So my cultural identity impacts my self-concept in many ways as well. It affects my self-concept because of how and where I was raised, impacts how I present myself and how others view me. For example, I want to be seen by others as caring, funny, fun, and interesting, so I present myself as those by doing various actions that reflect being caring, funny, fun, and interesting. So these things that I do to present myself as such are influenced by my cultural identity, and that's because my parents raised me to be generous and respectful and to others, which is my surrounding environment of my culture. And my American nationality influences me to fit in with society, accept others, and be outgoing, which is a common thing in the American society. And my cultural identity is also impacted or also impacts my self-esteem. And self-esteem is pretty much the way that I view myself and the traits that make up myself. So my self-esteem is impacted by my cultural identity, either negatively or positively. And one way that it's negatively impacted is that since I'm a white middle class American, people may view me as being racist by association to what they've seen in the news about other white middle class Americans, even though I'm not racist myself. And so I don't want people to view me as being racist, and it makes me not want to be white middle class so that people don't assume that I'm a racist. And one positive impact my cultural identity has on my self esteem is that since I'm an American, I'm able to be free in this country and free to be who I am without limitations. Well, a lot of limitations, which makes me happy to be able to be who I am as an American. And in order to make sure that people view me the way I want them to view me, I need to use a communication technique that is called impression management. And impression management is a communication technique that allows someone to manage or control how others view them. For example, I can use impression management to present my cultural identity as being patriotic and being a patriotic American by wearing clothes that reflect the American flag and other symbols that represent America, and also by exercising my right to vote in upcoming elections. This shows people that I'm patriotic towards my American nationality, which is a part of my cultural identity. Also, going back to self-concept, it is how others view me, and like everything that makes up me. So my appearance of my cultural identity also affects how others view me. So that's about it for me today. Thank you for watching.